Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Stephanie Bree, and today I'm talking about why I don't fucking enjoy comedies, or why I don't get comedy. So let me put this out there. I like some movies that are funny, and I do find some things humorous. I can enjoy a good comedy if it's done well. But as a genre, comedy relies too much on quips, which I'm not a fan of, one-liners, which I'm not really a fan of, but I can take or leave it if it's a good one-liner, I don't care. It relies a lot on dumbing down your audience and expecting them to turn their brains off, which sometimes I'm down with it and sometimes I'm like, no, this is too stupid. The other things I don't like about comedy is there's a lot of punching down. There's a lot of making fun of, marginalized people, making fun of people of color, making fun of LGBT people, making fun of foreigners, making fun of it's a lot of punching down, making fun of nerds, which a lot of comedies do. Especially, there's a whole fucking series, a whole franchise, Revenge of the Nerds, which I fucking hate. I hate those fucking movies. Another thing comedies do is sometimes they rely on jokes that are too smart that go over your head, and sometimes they rely on dick and fart jokes that are too juvenile for me to find humorous. The other thing I don't like about most comedies is while I'm not a fan of slapstick, I'm okay with slapstick if done right, as long as it's not over the goddamn top, um, like is often the case. Also, I hate sarcasm, and a lot of comedies, especially modern comedies, post 90s comedies, rely too goddamn heavily on sarcasm, and I hate it. I hate sarcasm. One, I don't get it most of the time. It's obnoxious and irritating. And two, it just never works. It's just like, fuck off. I'm so sick and goddamn tired of the sarcastic comedy. Give me something else. I'm okay with like the National Lampoon's Vacation movies. I love them because those are, they're slapstick, but they're not over the top, and they're incidental comedy. It's just shit happens, and it just happens to happen to this family, which is funny to the audience because, oh my God, that's hilarious. But it's obnoxious to the person it's happening to because that would be a miserable fucking vacation. If I was Clark W. Griswold, I would have killed myself after the second movie because Jesus Christ, his luck is so terrible. But as a movie, it's hilarious. I like Super Troopers. Hilarious. Um, doesn't rely too much on the sarcasm or too much on the punching down. It does a lot of punching up, which I'm good with. If your comedy's punching up, I'm okay. If it's punching down, fuck off. You know? I really like the New Jersey Chronicles. Most of them. Those are the Kevin Smith Clerks movies, the Jay and Silent Bob movies from the '90s and the early 2000s. I stop at Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. I don't want. I've seen all of them since then, but that's where I stop. Clerks is phenomenal. Mallrats is hilarious. Chasing Amy is a godsend. Dogma is obnoxious but tolerable. And Jay and Silent Bob is just that's the wrap. It's like, all right, we're good, we're done. Thank you very much. Take a bow, move on. I hate Adam Sandler. I hate Ugly Face, which I can't even remember. Will Ferrell, I call him Ugly Face. I don't like him. I hate them both. I hate um fucking I can't even remember his name right now because I hate him so much. The dickwad that did Spaceballs, Mel Brooks. I hate that guy. I fucking hate Spaceballs. I fucking hate Spaceballs. I fucking hate Spaceballs. Jesus fucking Christ. I fucking hate Men in Tights. I hate Monty Python, the whole goddamn shtick. Fuck off. I can't stand Monty Python. So most of the comedies, I'm using air quotes here, that get put on a pedestal, I can't fucking stand. I hate Shaun of the Dead. I fucking hate. Um, I do not like. I'm not gonna go so far as to say hate. I'm not a fan of Evil Dead 2. I don't like that kind of comedy in my horror movies. Um, I don't want it. I will not watch Tucker and Dale, whatever the fuck it's called. I won't even watch it. I'm not even gonna waste my fucking time because I know I'm gonna hate it, and I'm not gonna waste my time hate watching a movie. I don't hate watch movies. I don't do that. I'll watch a movie for the audience, to review it on my other channel, Horror Trans, just to see if it's, what it is, if it's one people recommend me. But if I, already know I'm gonna hate it, I'm not gonna watch it. So, are there comedies I do like? Well, I've already mentioned a handful, but yes, there are comedies I do like. I like Jim Carrey, mostly. I like, I like Dumb and Dumber. I like The Mask. I'm torn on the Truman Show. I love the um the Grinch, the Jim Carrey Grinch. I love it. Um, so Jim Carrey, he works for me. I have my problems with Ace Ventura. Notably, the first one is transphobic as fuck, and I hate that. The second one is just obnoxiously dull, so I don't like the second one. But I can set aside my issues with the first one, Pet Detective, and still enjoy it, even though it's gonna piss me off with its obnoxiously um, erroneous representation of trans women and very accurate um, reactions that transphobes have to us. Some of the other comedies I enjoy. I like Rat Race. That one's funny. Um, I like I like Home Alone. Home Alone is pretty good. I refuse to watch Home Alone 2 because douchebag is in it, and that's triggering, and I don't watch movies with douchebag. I don't even say his name. And I'm not talking about the amazing Tim Curry. He's a god, and I love everything he does, and I hate that he's in it because I can't watch. That's a movie he did I can't watch. You know who douchebag is. Come on. Some other comedies I enjoyed. I'm trying to remember because there's not as many of them as you would think. I like Wedding Crashers, except for Ugly Faces in it, and I don't like him. He is disgusting in that movie. I do not like his role in that movie. Um, I love the first three American Pie movies. My favorite one is American Wedding. I can do without the fourth one. It was unnecessary. I didn't need it. It was fine. I watched it and I was like, all right, that's okay. Animated comedies, the only ones I like are the Shrek films, and I love all four of them equally. They're great. They're fantastic movies. Um, I don't watch Pixar movies. I do not watch other animated films. That includes Disney, Don Bluth, none of it. I don't like cartoons. Um, God, I can't think of a lot of others, that I would. I mean, Ghostbusters, but I consider that a horror comedy. I love Ghostbusters, the franchise. I like all of them. I like, I used to like Back to the Future, but I've seen it so many goddamn times I can't watch it anymore because I've just seen it too many times, and I'm just like, I need to take a break. I need to take a 10-year break from watching Back to the Future before I could ever watch it again. For the most part, they're not necessarily comedies, but for the most part, I do like Steven Spielberg movies. So I'll throw that out there. I haven't seen a Steven Spielberg movie I hate. Um, I would almost put Poltergeist on that list just because it is one of the scariest movies I've ever seen. And every time I watch it, I have a panic attack because it is too scary. But um, beyond that, it's a great movie. And I love Jurassic Park. That's not really a comedy either. I'm not a big fan when they blend genres, although I can. Like, horror comedies are hit or miss for me. Sci-fi comedies are hit or miss. Like I said, Ghostbusters I like. Men in Black I liked. Did not like Men in Black 2. I can do without Men in Black 3. I didn't need it. I won't watch any others because I'm over it. I was just like, I've had enough Men in Black. I don't need any more. If you consider the buddy cop movies, Bad Boys comedies, I do enjoy those. I think the first one is funny. Um, I'm not a fan of Martin, but he's made some movies that I enjoyed. I did like National Security. I thought that one was fun. Now, conversely, uh, the odd thing is, I'm not a fan of comedy movies, and I hate stand-up comedy. I refuse to watch stand-up. It's always obnoxious, and I hate it. They're always punching down, and I hate it when you're don't punch down. Do not punch down. Do not make fun of people that are beneath you, whatever their status is, or you think are beneath you because nobody's beneath you. Do not punch down. Do not make fun of minorities. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. That's why I hate stand-up because they always do. They always do, and I hate that. I saw Kevin James making fun of people with food allergies. I was like, come on, dude. Jesus fucking Christ, get over yourself, you fat ass. I'm a fat girl, so I can call him a fat ass. It's okay for me. It's never okay to body shame, but whatever. If you're gonna make fun of if you're gonna make fun of people with food allergies and you're overweight, I'm gonna call you a fat ass. Um, so I hate stand-up comedy, but here's the kicker. I actually love sitcoms. Like sitcoms are my jam, especially the three camera filmed in front of a live studio audience with a laugh track. I'm down for that. Give me more of that. I could watch those all day long. I mean, I could sit here and list off 30 plus sitcoms I love, can't get enough of. How I Met Your Mother, Friends, Seinfeld, That 70s Show, The Big Bang Theory, Community. I mean, I could go on and on. Roseanne, the original. I liked the revival until she did her thing. But anyways, I could just watch sitcoms all day long. I love sitcoms. Now, that does not translate to animated sitcoms like The Simpsons or Family Guy or any of the fucking 1500 Family Guy spin-offs and knockoffs and wannabes. I hate them all. However, I do like Futurama, which I think is pretty funny. Again, that's sci-fi. Um, didn't like Enchanted, but I watched it and I was like, nah, I changed my mind. This isn't for me. The only reason I watched King of the Hill is because I literally lived in Dallas, and you can't live in Dallas and not watch King of the Hill. So I did watch every episode of King of the Hill. Not for me. It didn't do it for me. It just didn't do it for me. And I swear to God, every Texan talks like that dude who mumbles. Boomhauer, that's every fucking Texan. They're not speaking English. I don't know what the fuck is coming out of their mouths, but it ain't English. I could not understand a word anybody said in that state. Jesus fucking Christ. They were all Boomhauer to me. None of them were speaking English. I was just like, every time I was like, can you say that again? And like after the 12th time of me saying, please say that again, they were just like, I give up. I'm assuming they said I give up. It was more like, blah, blah, blah. That's what it sounded like to me. Fucking Texans do not speak English, which is why it pisses me off when they're always like, please speak English online to foreigners. And I'm like, uh, say that to yourself in a mirror, douchebag. Jesus fucking Christ. Texans piss me off. So that's it. That's all I got to say about comedy. I like some sitcoms. I only like a handful of animated films, and there's a few comedy films that I enjoy, but not many. That's it. Stay cool.